I may be live. Check. Hello. Hello, world. As usual, I got to dick around. I will get this eventually. Let's have a look. Nope. I'm supposed to be live. XSplit says I'm live. But my YouTube channel doesn't say I am. Nope. Wonder how I can get a link. I will learn how to use this one day. No, still not there. Oh, that's because I'm logged in. Oh, yeah, I thought I was logged into my other channel. I'm not. I'm logged into my EEVblog too. So YouTube, in all of infinite wisdom, won't show up. No, it's still not going to show. This sucks. Sorry if anyone's chatting to me and I can't see diddly squat.
Hi, I'm Dave Jones.
There you go away.
EEVblog. And my
Annoying bloody Australian. I'm supposed to be live, yet it is not on my channel. This is insane. Switch account. Number 2. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Go live. I swear XSplit is saying that I'm broadcasting to EEVblog 2. I've been broadcasting for 3.5 minutes. I got 98 viewers. I cannot see. Can somebody tweet me or something? A link to my own damn video. Because this is ridiculous. I swear I cannot see on my own YouTube page. Wow. This is just insane. EEVblog 2. Maybe if I completely log out. Oh no, I'm still logged into Google. I'm on my EEVblog 2 channel. Videos, there's nothing. Wow, 121 viewers. Says XSplit, and I cannot. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Cunlin. Thank you, Cunlin. I can now watch myself. Oh, there we go. Easier moderation. Got it. Hang on. Top chat, live chat, pop out chat. Here we go. That's annoying font scaling, Windows font scaling to the rescue. Oh no, did it just come good? I think it just came good when I resized it. There we go. Yeah, I swear. Hey, from Carlsbad. Been to Carlsbad? No, I swear, I can't. I go to my channel and I cannot see diddly squat. Like, I go to EEVblog 2, main, like, channel, youtube.com/EEVblog 2, and I go, there's no, like, link to the live, you know, EEVblog 2 is now live. It used to work like that. Does anyone have any idea? Thank you very much. I love Scotch for the donation. So does anyone know? Have YouTube changed it? Because I haven't done a live show in ages. Def Bomb's in the house. Remember to guard your privacy. 1 AM, go to bed. Region locked? No, shouldn't be. It's not just you. Other channels are having issues with the YouTube interface. Thank you, Station. 240. Yeah, no. Like, usually, like, sometimes there's like a 10-20 second delay or something like that. That happens. I've seen that happen. Where, you know, like it won't show up for a few minutes or whatever. Oh no, there we go. No, it's now showing up. There you go. So it took, like, what, 5 minutes to show up? Wow. That's hopeless. Okay, no, if I go to youtube.com/EEVblog 2, I can now see EEVblog live and get a link. But I can't see it on my own, you know, and the interface just doesn't have it. Anyway, I'm just trying to kill some time here before I go home. I just had the kids here, and Mrs. EEVblog came to pick them up. And they're gone back. Because we didn't have, I would have taken them back, but we didn't have a suitable car seat for Huxley in my car. Because, no, yes I did, but no, I took it out or something. Yeah, harness thing. Anyway. Yep, so I thought I'd just, I don't know, kill some time. Like half an hour, I'll go at like 7:15 or something like that. So someone remind me. So hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I've got absolutely nothing to say whatsoever, so I'll open it up to questions. Yeah, hi to the NSA, wave. Still got got a spare NSA sticker here somewhere on my desk. Monitored by the NSA. It's here somewhere. I've got one on my mic. Oh no, no, that's my other mic. No, haven't got it on my new mic. So... cut. There is no bushfire in my region. Although there was a bushfire in Sydney just the other day. I've done a video on this on the second channel. I've tweeted it many times. Maps of Sydney and how there basically were no fires in Sydney. They were all outside of Sydney. And then I had a whole bunch of the anal retentives come in and say, oh, but that's Greater Sydney. And it's... no. Only for the Australian Bureau of Statistics is it called the Greater Sydney area. If someone living up the mountains, if you tell them that they live in Sydney, I'll be most insulted. Oh, hey, how Scion? Nostalgia Australia? That's another handle, is it? You've got multiple accounts. Got to stay ahead of the NSA. Yes, I do still have the Speak and Spell from Ben Heck. Ben Heck. Yes, I do still have that. I was going to give it away once, and I picked somebody and they never contacted me, and so they never got it. So I just held on to it. Yeah, I've still got it in the drawer. What got me into electronics? I took things apart. Yeah, Sydney is big. Sydney is a 50-kilometre radius. 50 kilometres from one side to the other. Diameter, sorry, not radius. Diameter. 50 kilometres. It's a big basin. That's why all the smoke collects here. That's why Sydney had a real big smoke problem. Because the fires up in the mountains and up and down the coast, they all just sat in the valley. And if there's no in the basin, the Sydney Basin it's called, and if there's no wind, it just sits there. So we had, yeah, bad smoke for a month, like dangerous, like an order of magnitude over what's considered hazardous. Like, yeah, it was bad, like 200 or something. I can't remember the units, but yeah, 200, and we were getting 2,000. So yeah, 200 is considered like take caution, like don't exercise outside, all that sort of stuff. We were getting 2,000. It was insane. I have no idea what Wi-Fi 6 is. I have absolutely no idea. Speaking of Wi-Fi, should it be a spoiler? Should it be a spoiler? I don't know if I can do it yet. I don't know if I can do it, but I may be able to get access to the original Wi-Fi prototype and possibly the guy who designed it. So, requires some travel to go get it, but I might be able to do it. So yeah, I meant to do that last year, and yeah, things just got in the way. Anyway, I have no idea what Wi-Fi 6 is. Yes, we got rain today. First time I've seen rain in Sydney for ages, because I missed it all last week because I was away. Got a new project, DefBomb. I assume it's going to be on the channel. Is a new EEVblog meter in the works? Technically, yes. Technically, yes. But it's not, don't get excited, it's not a replacement or an upgrade for the 121 GW. It's a middle one. I mentioned it on the I actually asked about it on the forum. I asked, like, because my BM235 is like $100 US $100 class meter, and the 121 GW is a $200 class meter. I asked on the forum if there was if anyone would be interested in a middle ground, like 150. You know, I know it's a narrow marketing band, like that $150 price bracket, but I believe I can get quite. There's a new meter coming up, and I've been offered an exclusive for it. And it's about probably, I can probably even sell it for under 150 actually, if their FOB price is correct. So yeah, and it's not bad middle ground actually between those two meters. So yeah, so yes, technically, yeah. So that's, yeah, hopefully, like, maybe in like a couple of weeks, I might get a prototype of that. No, I can't do anything with a scanning electron microscope because I don't have one. Somebody emailed me the other day and said, hey, I'm in Melbourne, I've got access to a scanning electron microscope if you ever need one, which is great. But no, you simply, like, I envy all these other YouTubers who can get X-ray machines and scan electron microscopes because they're in the US or Europe or wherever they are. And you just can't get that stuff here. It's like, it's impossible. You cannot legally sell or buy or import an X-ray machine in Australia. Can't do it. Can't do it. You've got to have a license for it. Well, you can, but you've got to have a license. It's bloody ridiculous. So it's not like you can just go buy a second-hand X-ray machine, all right? You can buy a second-hand scan electron microscope. In fact, there was one available. I was kind of offered one, actually, but it was not in working condition. Would have had to be restored. It was absolutely enormous, and somebody else got it. Absolutely enormous. And yeah, I've simply got nowhere to put that sort of thing. So no, nope. What do you mean conventional or electron flow? Nobody does electron flow. Don't be ridiculous. No, I have not been infected by the coronavirus yet. From that, there's one case in New South Wales apparently, or one suspected case. Yep. Oh yeah, Five Eyes. Yeah. Are you asking if I'm a Sydney native? Yes, I am. Wellington. Yes, the EEVblog is the best place for electronics stuff. It's the best electronics forum on the internet. A lot of people leave other electronics forums and come to the EEVblog. It's the next version of Wi-Fi. Okay, I didn't even know they had numbers. Like, okay, so 802.11 AC equals Wi-Fi 5. I've never heard the term. Like, I've never heard a number, Wi-Fi number, you know, 802.11 dot, you know, stuff. But I've never heard it referred to as Wi-Fi 5 or Wi-Fi 6. Micro supply. Oh, yeah, it's reasonably close. I'm going to do some more videos on that soon. I just got back from holidays. I got no time to do anything. It's really annoying. No, I didn't know I was going live today either until about 5 minutes before I went live. I have no idea about Andrew Yang. I've got no idea. Trump's going to be re-elected in 2020. I don't know why any of them are bothering, quite frankly. It's a complete shit show. That's the best that American can put up against Donald Trump. Embarrassing. Well, the best they could put up last time was Hillary Clinton. Oh, no. How could you lose against Donald Trump? But no, I can understand why he won, though. He's actually more persuasive and characteristic and charismatic. His persuasive skills, and as much as he is inarticulate, that would be US dollars, Vidicon. Oh, I could probably sell it. Oh, yeah, I'm talking US dollars. I usually always talk US dollars. But yeah, anyway, he's better than what most people, even if they don't like it. And the inarticulate nature is the reason why he won. Well, the reason why he won is because Hillary Clinton is such a bad candidate. God, my God, Hillary Clinton, give me a break. And now it's just a shit show. It's a geriatric shit show. Yang's the youngest one there. I have no idea. I thought he was not even in the race, really. I got no idea. Don't know. Medical equipment, yeah, I look on the auction sites occasionally for medical equipment and companies shutting down and stuff like that. There's a big company in Sydney here who specialise in doing secondhand equipment, and they've got tons of stock. I've been to their warehouse, and they often just bulk lot on the auction sites. They just try and clear stuff out. So occasionally I can get stuff from there. Yes, I recommend The Art of Electronics X chapters. Excellent. Yes, my name was mentioned in the book. I had no idea they would do that. It's very nice. I'm going to see if I can get Paul on the Amp Hour podcast. By the way, I'm going to ask him, so hopefully. Yes, I do recommend The Art of Electronics X chapters. Absolutely brilliant. You must get it. Just came out. I've had it for a couple of months. Paul sent me a pre-release copy. So, yeah. Yeah, it's cool that they mention me in there. It's great. Autobits.org. I can't check it out now, but autobits.org. Yeah, the Bluetooth. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the Bluetooth protocol's not easy. I agree. Autobits.org. Just haven't looked. Oh yeah, haven't looked now. Monitoring on automation software. Download. Is it open source? What is it? Reactor temperature, Autobits, experiment, live, create dashboard. Locations. Okay. Whoa, monthly. You got to subscribe. Wow, that's going to be a hard sell. €10 a month. Want to be good. Want to be good. Zigbee. Oh, it supports tons of stuff. Oh, okay. I can see why you're charging for it now. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of work. Wow, it does computer vision as well? Really? Wow, automation. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Seriously? It's got PID controller? Wow. Okay. Yeah. That looks really good. Wow. I thought it was just like, you know, login software or whatever. But yeah, I can see why that's not open source. Well, it's not free and you're charging for that. Yeah. Excellent. Well done. Is it taking off? How hard is it to get people to buy into it? I assume you already had like an audience in mind, like you already had customers in mind for it before you wrote it. See ya. Where will be the next nations? Where will be the next? You mean who will be the next nation on the moon? Is Chinese or US or other? I think it'll be the US. I don't think China will do it. It's harder than you think. Tasmanian studio. I'm looping. What? They bought back the sale of incandescent bulbs? Really? You can still buy them. Oh, can you still buy? Yeah, I don't think they've banned them here. Don't quote me on that. You know, you can still get like ones for your oven and stuff like that. Where, you know, obviously lead ones aren't really the go. On dare task you with researching Mr. Yang. Yeah, I've heard he's a bit of a nerd. Yeah. His motto is math, make America think harder. That's pretty good. I like that. But yeah, so I don't know much about Yang, but the rest of the cast, it's just a shit show. Oh man, that's an geriatric embarrassing shit show. Oh my god, that's the best that America can muster. Oh, that's embarrassing. It really is. Unbelievable. How you doing? Any upcoming vintage computer teardowns? Oh yeah, maybe. I've got some. I still got some down the bunker. I haven't done yet. So yep. Got a collection. Send me a list. Send me a list of stuff you got. The Teensy has the Teensy microcontroller ever been on the amp hour? You'd have to ask Chris because I'm not there for half the. Could have been. I don't know. I'm not there for half the interviews. We're about to revamp the amp hour, by the way. We're currently discussing revamping the amp hour and reorganizing it and whatnot. I don't know about further developments in microscopes. Can please somebody tell Ryan about EEV dumpster hack? Can somebody tell him? Because I can't. As a rule, I don't tell. Someone tell him. Keeps on giving. Keeps on giving. So does the scope in the dumpster. The $300,000 scope. All of them keep giving. It's fantastic. Yes, I've been following the right to repair movement. I like the Yeah, he just he's been to like 4 or 5 public hearings now. Yeah, I just saw the latest one last night, where one of the senators absolutely grilled the lobbyists. It was great. He said, "Why can't I fix my Xbox?" Like, it's terrific. Wow, that's yeah, senators who actually have a clue. Unbelievable. So yeah, I'm not sure what the bill. I don't know if that was a right. Yeah, it was a right to. Yeah, it is the right to repair bill that it was going for. It could be different in different states. I don't know how how it works. Is it the one bill and then it goes into different state? They've pushed it into different. Yeah, you got to. Don't you have to find a senator who's willing to sponsor the bill or something in each, and then you got to do it in each state or something. It's a complicated mess or something, isn't it? Yeah, the bushfires are, yeah, they aren't really a threat. Oh no, I won't say that. But around here, around Sydney, the coast, and up the mountains, they're not really a threat anymore. Fuel can only burn for so long. Oh, you don't have any users. Oh, he's giving away free licenses. There you go. Send a direct message to Autobits into Telegram. Who uses Telegram? Guess all the young kiddies use Telegram, do they? I'm not up on it. Not hip and happening there. It got to about 12,000, I think, Paul. The EV Dumpster Hack channel, I think it got to about 12,000. It's been slightly dropping. Maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was 15 or something. But yeah, it got to a lot. Got to a lot of subs for no videos. That was the whole point. How many subs can I get for a channel with no videos? Brilliant. It's still there. Still there. Last I checked, yeah, 9 or 10,000. 8086 NEC V30. Oh, I started with the V20. Started with the V20, and not that fancy-pantsy V30 rubbish. Oh, no, 286s, 386s. Nah, that's all new stuff. Ah, that's all new. That's not retro. That's not retro. Yeah, shipping from Austria. It's, yeah. People are shocked when they try and ship stuff to me. It costs more to ship it than it's worth. Compulsive yawn. Yeah, I've heard the mountain's got a lot of rain. Yep. I've heard it's great up there now. I was hoping to go up there this weekend, but yeah, busy. Things of kids stuff, family stuff has started up again. Not allowed to water your lawn here unless you got a tank, but everyone up the mountains has got a tank. How many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? 1. We are very efficient, and this is not a joke. That's funny. I'll pay that. No. Haven't had any contact with Paul Daniels. Yeah, that's not retro. Come on. Who agrees with me? That, like, 286, 386, 486, DX4. Come on. That's not retro. No. Although I guess technically that isn't the definition of doesn't something have to go into a museum at least be 20 years old or something? Is that the like it's like it's got to be a generation old, and a generation is roughly 20 years. So it's like, you know, if it's greater than 20, so I guess anything pre-2000 is now retro, right? No, no. To me, retro is like 80s stuff, you know, which the 8086 is, but it's like it's so generic that, you know, and the NEC V30 is. Even the 286 come out in the 80s. It's so generic. It's not, you know, there's nothing special about it. That's the problem with the IBM PCs. Like, there's just like, and the clones, the Clone Wars, you know, there was just no, nothing special about them. Just all these generic boxes, you know. Yes, yeah, we'll have to get Jeff out for a drink. Yep, yet to happen. Yet to happen. No videos planned on FPGAs. I don't plan videos. They just happen. I get in the morning, I sit here and I go, oh, will I make a video today? Oh, yeah. What about? Oh, I don't know. Or I get something, or I find something, or... Oh, technically I've got a couple on a post-it note here. But... CPC 464, there we go. That's not a bad one. Anything newer than the Atari 2600 is not retro. I wouldn't call the Atari 2600 a computer, though. It is, but, you know, it's a gaming machine. Amstrad. I used to lust after the Amstrad 464. You know, those coloured keys. Oh, and the integrated tape deck. Oh, pornographic. Retro's 30 years. Yeah. Yeah, 20 years is too soon. Especially when you're, you know, you get on in your years. Like I am, you know, like it's just like 20 years ago was 2000. My goodness, 2000 just seems like yesterday to me. That's not, you know, that's not retro. Even 1990, 30 years ago. That still doesn't quite seem, you know, retro to me. Like I'm thinking, yeah, 30, you know, 30 plus. Yeah. Yeah, which puts it in the 80s. Yes. Yes, you're right. Yeah, I get that a lot with partners saying that I've got a funny, yeah, they can't stand my accent. I get it all the time. Especially when I meet them in the street, you know, people with their partners, and they just, yeah, we recognize your voice walking down the street. Yeah, I've got a compulsive yawning problem. My brain's not engaged enough. You see, this is a good way to just disengage my brain. So my body just goes, oh, brain disengaged. I'll start yawning. $1,500 farad at 12 volts for $30. Is that a good deal? I don't know. Any capacitor fanboys out there? That's a one kick-ass cap. 12 volts. That's kind of oddball, because usually, like, you'll get them higher than that because they'll be used for big thumping car stereo systems, won't they? As in the audio on the line. But yeah, at 12 volts, or you'd get like really low value ones like 5 volts, for example. No, I'm not interested in the Nintendo Game Boy. Didn't I do one? Didn't someone send one in the mailbag? Yeah, do more tinkering videos of small projects. Yeah, it's all a matter of time. God morning from Sweden. Someone's getting their license. What's the time? 10 past 7. 5 or 10 minutes left. Ah, Tandy 4P, the original CPM. I worked on a Tandy 4P. That was my first work experience, Sonia, when I was in high school. I worked at the Tandy factory. Worked at Tandy headquarters here in Australia for a little bit. Actually, doing repairs on the model, mostly Model 3, Model 4. In fact, I don't think there were any like Cocos. I don't think there were any color computers. I think it was, yeah, it was all the it's not much to fail in those, but you know, you had to, the attenders would come back in, you had to align the drives, and you'd have to do stuff. EE student working at JCar. Yeah, unfortunately, 1 month in 2020 is already gone. Bloody holidays. How's the Tesla going? Oh, that AMO meter thing, yeah, quite a few people got it, but then they just pulled it, and most people just got their money back or something. I'm going to make people yawn again. Opinions on electronics versus electrical. Which path is better? What are you interested in? The best path is the one you're interested in. Gee, you know, there's no best, you know, nobody can give you that advice but you, bro. Oh, speaking of 2.2 kilowatt power factor correction, speaking of high voltage stuff, I've got to follow up because I got it just before I got the offer. It's here, it's on my desk somewhere. I got an offer for a really awesome looking high power, high voltage thing. It's like huge, and it's it's pornographic. And somebody offered to me for teardown. I've got to go across Sydney to get it or something, or they'll drop it off, I think. But yeah, I was just before Christmas or something, so I said let's wait until I get back, and I'm back now, so I'm gonna have to get that. Oh, wait until I won't be able to power it up. I'm not going to be producing 100 kilovolt sparks and stuff like that. But this is in the 100 kilovolt range. This is in the hundreds of kilovolt range. And it just looks awesome. So yeah, and it's not working too. And if you take it apart, it's a thing that you really can't. If you take it apart, it's not really gonna. Maybe it'll still work, but yeah, it's actually potted in clear potting compound. So it's like a big box like this, but it is. You can apparently take the sides off. I got a photo of one side taken off, and it's. All the components are embedded inside potting compound, and it's just looks brilliant, looks absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. Of course I've heard of the Micro B. Owen Hill, come on, legend. Might have to get him on the podcast. We used to have Micro Bs at school. Always wanted a Micro B, I never got one. I used to have a copy of Your Computer magazine. I can't remember the year, early 80s or whatever. And on the front cover was the kit Micro B. It was the announcement of the kit Micro B computer. And the Micro B fanatics, and this was probably 10 years ago, before the blog. This was before the blog, I'm sure, that I sold this. On eBay. I sort of saw that Micro Bs were going for crazy prices on eBay. So I went, I've got this old, I was going through my archives, pulled out this old Your Computer magazine that had the Micro B on the front. So I put it on eBay and it went for like $120. Somebody bought a used copy of Your Computer magazine, one issue, for like $120 from me. And The micro B fanatics, yeah. Wow. Me be able to afford a Tesla. You know, I've done a video on how much a Tesla costs in here. Go and watch my video. How much a Tesla costs in Australia. Go and watch it. It's on EEVblog 2. Search for EEVblog 2 Tesla, or maybe EEVblab Tesla. Yes, of course I did programming as a professional engineer. Didn't just design electronics and lay out boards and stuff like that. Yeah, I've done my fair share of software, both embedded and PC. On the PC, it was either Visual Basic or it was Lab Windows CVI. I did Pascal back in the day. I did Pascal for Windows, the Bull and what's the name of it? The visual Delphi. Thank you. I used to work at Altium. Altium was written in Delphi. Or started out being written in Pascal. Yeah, I've done application stuff and embedded stuff, of course. Yeah, absolutely. It's all part of the job. Yeah, I saw the solar roadway on the Golden Gate Bridge. Unbelievable. No, I'm not searching for a replacement after David 2. David 2 was kind of like, it was like, at the time, it was an experiment to see if a full-time employee would work. And it, not really, was the end result of that 2 year. I think it was here for 2.5 years. And the end result of that test was that, not really. Full-time employee doesn't really work for what I need. So yeah. So no, I'm not looking for another full-time employee. No, I haven't used Pulsonics. Yeah, I do sometimes wish that I was working on cutting-edge stuff at a big company. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Like, you know, see, the problem is when for this thing, like, I've got a family, right? It's like I've got no time. I envy those video bloggers who, well, in part, envy them that they can just stay in their labs until midnight and just, you know, they're young and they're just single. They got no family, like, or they do, but they, you know, they got tons of time or whatever. I just don't have time to work on stuff. Yeah, I could just say, right, I'm making no videos for a month. I'm not going to do any business stuff for a month. I'm not going to do anything at all. I'm going to work on a project. That'd be great. But then my channel goes down the toilet. So it's, you know, yeah. So sometimes I wish I was, yeah, working on projects. So the good thing about working at a company is that you're forced to work on that project. You know, it's like if I had a project, I'd go, right, what project am I going to work on? And I'd probably never see it through the light of day, you know, because there's no pressure on me to do it. If it's just my own hobby project, that's why the micro supply, you know, has been 10 years because it's just a hobby thing that I don't, you know, it just changed my mind and go in a different direction every 6 months, you know, because that's the fun part of it. So yeah, it's hard to, but when you work at a company, you're paid to work on that project, finish it, take it all the way through, and, you know, and you have to do it. And sometimes there's, you know, value in being forced to do that. Yes, I did see. Yes. As I said, Lab Windows CVI for Windows, which is C. It's basically LabVIEW's version of C for Windows, and also embedded C as well. Yeah, thank you. It's 7:15. Oh, I'll give it a bit more. Having too much fun. Oh, NASCOM 1 kit. Really, Andrew? Wow. Oh, thank you very much, Paul. Oh, 2225 scope. Nice. Yes. Nice scope. Are you going to recap it? No, I don't have a set streaming time. It's whenever. Haven't streamed for like 6 months, I don't think. Dick Smith is a blacklisted word on YouTube chat. Poor Tricky Dick. Poor Tricky Dick. He stopped calling me. He used to call me all the time. When he was setting up his YouTube channel. He was all keen to set up his new YouTube channel, so I helped him out. And he was calling me all the time, asking me questions about YouTube. He's a classic, old Tricky Dick. Yeah, I could tinker with my kids, but once again, it's like kids' lives are jam-packed, you know, and then you can't just do it with one kid. With the problem with having two boys is that, you know, like little Huxley just wants to play with Sagan, so it's not like I can just go and build something with Sagan, do something with him, because he's at the age where, you know, he's 8, he can start, almost 9, he can start doing stuff, you know. He's doing, you know, really decent type, building decent type stuff with me. I can't just leave Huxley alone. He gets all upset, you know, and it's actually really hard. And they've got so many sports things, school things, friend things, events, birthdays and stuff like that, that you just don't get time. It's really nuts. But yes, we do occasionally, but yeah, not, yeah. If you've got kids, you'll understand. Tricky Dick VZ200. I'm not backing any crowdfunding. I haven't backed any crowdfunding campaigns for ages. I'm not killing any comments. Adil. Thank you. Mike is sweet. Hey, we can super chat. Yes, we can. You started at 7 years old. Yeah, most of us did. Do you teach Sagan maths? No, I don't. That's what school's for. Oh, no, like I try and teach him stuff, you know. I teach him engineering notation and things like that. I teach him orders of magnitude and, you know, it's not like I sit down formally and teach him. But, you know, yeah, I'll throw it in occasionally. I'll explain stuff. And, yeah. Thank you very much. I love Scotch. I'll let you know. Isn't Windows free now, though, or something? Didn't they make it free? I don't know, something like that. Oh, sorry. Comments are... The KRK studio monitors still working. Yes, I believe they are, but I don't use them because I've got focals. They're just too big for this small room I'm in. They're like, I was using them at my other office. They worked fine there because it was more open, but these are, but yeah, in this tiny room here, the focals work much better. Focals are smaller, and yeah. Constant current load. I've done that. Done a video on that. It's very popular. It's very old. Anyway, if there's any last questions, I'll go in, you know, a few more minutes. Any last questions? Any quick fire questions before I go? Take 30-second audio delay for the questions to come through. Yeah, YouTube algorithms are doing. Yeah, the focals are really nice. They're better, much better than the KRKs. KRKs are okay though. Microcurrent's not for sale at the moment. I'm still working on an issue with that. I got a whole bunch of out of spec ones, like slightly out of spec, and it's annoying the shit out of me. I'm trying to figure out why, and I haven't had time to. David too had a look at it. He didn't come to any conclusion because it's a cascading of tolerances thing, I think. So something, yeah. And I had a look at it as well, but it required. I didn't find the problem straight away. So yeah, it went on the back burner. So I still have a whole bunch of stock here of microcurrents. Maybe I should just sell them as slightly out of spec on the 10 amp range, you know. And like, I'm talking like slightly out, like 0.07% instead of 0.05 or whatever the spec is for that range. Yeah, but it's enough to know that I know that something's wrong. No, I'm not a ham. I'm a Vegemite kid. Best workplace for an EE fresh grad. Doing whatever you enjoy. No plans to visit California. No, I don't have a preference for smartphones. I'm using a Huawei at the moment, however you pronounce it. There's nothing beyond YouTube, Colin. I'll be still in my rocking chair shooting YouTube videos. Oh, we've been doing renewable energy. The climate change crisis is, oh God, it's so beat up. Like, it's unbelievable. Like the end of the world, the Extinction Rebellion. You know, we only got 12 years before we all die. It's bloody ridiculous. Yeah, this new virus, you know, I can remember Australia spent, I think, was it $200 million when SARS hit. We spent $200 million on that. There were only like, I don't know how many cases in Australia, like handfuls or something. I can't remember the exact numbers. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But we spent $200 million plus on that, including like I think over $100 million on vaccines. We got 20 million of these vaccines made, and they just sat in a warehouse and did nothing. Yeah, whoops. But let's be prepared. So I expect this country to go crazy about that again. And we will stockpile. Well, they don't have a drug yet. They don't even know what this thing is yet, really. But yeah, it's spreading fast. But yeah, it's probably more of a beat up because it depends on the type of virus it is, whether or not it's going to, like, its cycle, like its lifetime. It may actually, may not, you know, it's got to be in a sweet spot, I think, a Goldilocks zone of, like its viral time, like its lifetime versus it in, so that can spread as a pandemic or whatever. That's why SARS, well, there's reasons why the other ones, bird flu and SARS and stuff. Or was it bird flu that we stockpiled? I'm not sure. Might have been bird flu. Yeah, I probably should do some transistor videos because I haven't done any on that, which is kind of strange why I haven't done that. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Yes, thank you to, for no worries. Yep, I'm out of time. I just can't travel overseas anymore. Like, I can't take time away. Like, you know, wife works, the kids got to go to school. I got to take them a couple of days a week. Like, I can't just, like, bugger off for a couple of weeks overseas. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Thank you very much, Punkex. Yeah, it was funny how it was, yeah, next Ice Age is coming. That was 70s and 80s. 70s and 80s, you know, it was on the front cover of Time magazine. The new Ice Age is coming. Yeah, it's global warming. They think it came from the sale of live animals at a market. Yeah, but they also, there's a thing going around that they set up one of the world's best bio labs working on these exotic, you know, diseases and stuff like that in that city, Wunchin or whatever. Oh, sorry, I forget the name. In that city, like a couple of years ago, they set this up, and there was concerns that, you know, all these viruses would get out from the lab, and sure enough, that's where it started. Conspiracy theory central. That's going to get all the conspiracy theorists going nuts, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, they've got a big lab there in that city that works on these things. So, oh man, that's going to fuel all the tinfoil hat brigade. It's going to be great. Tamiflu, that's right. Yeah, Tamiflu was the one. Yeah, we spent like $100 million buying over 20 million shots of Tamiflu. That's right. That's what Australia spent its money on, and it just didn't happen. Like nothing. Like it's just nothing. It just turned into a flop. And I guess they're all just sitting in a warehouse somewhere, and the company that made that is very rich. No, my own electrical related company wouldn't have been more lucrative. No, probably not. I don't want to run a big company. Well, no, I hate running a big company. The safe cracking video was so cool. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I can't believe I accidentally shut that thing. That was oh man, I was just like, you should have seen me off camera when I realized I'd done that. Oh God, accidentally shut the safe without plugging the cable back into the controller. But that turned into a good video because of that. Turned into a fun. I had to actually crack into the safe the old-fashioned way. Yeah, they did. Oh, Pothole of 54, is he still going? I haven't watched one of his videos in years. Don't even know if I'm subscribed. Maybe YouTube auto unsubscribed me. What precision power analyzer? Tinkertube's Labs. And where are you? What is it and where are you? Send me an email. Biggest piece of code I've ever written. Oh, tens of thousands of lines. It's not hundreds of thousands. It's not, one program wouldn't be hundreds of thousands. I've written tens of thousands of lines. Exact number I couldn't tell you. All right. Oh, once or twice a month. Okay, I'll go check out Potholer. I haven't, like, God, can't remember the last time I saw a Potholer video. I keep getting emails about Jerry Osworth's AR Kickstarter. Anyway, I gotta go, people. It's already, yeah, it's 7:30. Yeah, my phone will be calling any minute. So I gotta go. Thanks for joining me. Killing time with me. Yeah, you can do a lot in 1,000 lines of code. All right. Thanks, everyone. Catch you next time. And how do I stop this thing?